Tibetan Mongolian and Jurumukyanba and their party finally found the one from the Golba, strange madman's residence, only to find that he was actually killed by an ordinary puppy. She was scared that he hid in the corner of the house. Incontinence. What happened to him? A journey of life and death through the world. Tibetan password. It's on the air. Every time I go home, Jurumukyanba always wanted his father to go out. You only feel safe when you stay with your grandmother. Especially in recent years, Jurumukyanba did something that,
in the eyes of Master Naruhito, dogs are friends of humans. He's the god of heaven, sent down to save and help humanity. Their status is equal to that of others, even higher than humans. The statue of the dog god should be worshipped on the offering. And what is Jurumukyanba doing? He caught all the dogs, locked in a small cage. Sell it for money. There is this. Every time Jurumukyanba goes home, you will be severely reprimanded. According to family rules, when my father, Jurumukyanba, he put his head down. But this time Professor Master Naruhito. The new professor has a good impression of the other party. They're the same age, like-minded, respect each other's knowledge. Meeting for the first time, the two of them talk like Professor Wang Din in Tibetan sanctuary, and they all have very professional acts. These are all showing the accumulated experience, and the vast majority are follow Jurumukyanba. Zhang Lei drove for nearly 2 hours. Finally drove to the. By this time it was complete. Parked the car. The three entered Jurumukyanba's house. A typical Tibetan style entrance door. I saw an old Tibetan cleaning. Candles burning all around. Jurumukyanba called out Sabaku. The old Tibetan raised his head, looking at Jurumukyanba with somewhat cloudy eyes. And he said, very excitedly, yes. Good master. J.A.M. Master, you are. Yimi. Go and see you. She misses you. Okay, I'll go and tell my. That's it, put down the broom. Running to the temple. Jurumukyanba's face changed. Show a helpless expression. Murmur, oh. Daddy's at home. Instructor Captain Zhang. You wait here for me to take a look. All right. Zhang Lei looked at the ground. Look at the lights on the 4 courtyard walls. Strange to say. All this. Why is it getting dark? Just cleaned up. Wang Din explained. During the day, this compound is always packed with people. They all came to hear from the wise. By the way, your leader has. Zhang Lei looked at the direction Jurumukyanba was walking, going in a different direction from that old Tibetan named Laba. He said strangely, isn't young Master Kyamba's mother and father together? That's right. Professor Fan Din said that this is their family role. Even close to someone like a wife and son. To see Master Naruhito, I should also inform Master Naruhito of the to allow an audience. Yao Ze. What kind of rule? This is the rule that highlights. So Master Naruhito is. I see. This young Master Kya. He seems a little afraid of his. I'm a little scared. I have been bound by such strict. So Jurumukyanba's character must. If you make a mistake, you will. Even if it heals, there will always be some fear in my heart. Zhang Lei snorted. Say, yes, Naruhito. Master is more powerful than Master Qianba. He remembered Zhuanmu Qianba's remark. I am drawing the image of Master Naruhito in my heart. Wang Din said. In fact, Master Naruhito isn't. He was like just an old man. That young Master Qianba is still so afraid. There is magic, an intelligent magic. It's hard to describe in words. If you have the opportunity, you can meet Master Naruhito. You will understand. This time, Zhuanmu Qianba is out again. He was accompanied by a Tibetan woman. Just like all Tibetan working women. She was wearing a headscarf, wearing Tibetan robes, slightly wrinkled face, but with a smile. Leaning next to Zhuanmu Qianba, who was a head taller than him, just at this moment. Zhang Lei was shocked. Ah. What is happiness? From the face of the Tibetan woman, it's been clearly read. Zhuanmu Qianba took the Tibetan woman's hand, pointed Fang Dian from a distance. Okay. Tuna. All three were talking in Tibetan. Zhang Lili didn't understand a word of that. Zhuanmu Qianba saw her embarrassment, explained from the sidelines. My grandmother doesn't understand Chinese. Later, I heard Aunt Meadow say the Asia Pacific. Go to the store owner Zhuanmu Qianba and say, oh, this is my mother, please go in and have a seat. 3 people came to a side hall. Sit cross-legged. Meadow took up brick tea to entertain the guests. Fang Dian took it with both hands. Zhang Lei also learned to take the tea bowl. Zhu and Fang Mei and the 3 of them chatted happily. Zhang Lei's eyes looked around. This little room still stands. It is the characteristic of Tibetan dwellings. The structure is simple, but the decoration is gorgeous. The yellow gold walls are brightly illuminated by light. The wall above the fire pit is painted with each treasure. On the walls of the bath are portraits of Buddha. There are also some bodhisattvas on the whole house. The walls are really resplendent. Some intricately carved lacquered gold furniture. Wall cabinet. Hollowed yacht shrine. There is a big scripture engraved on it and a dwarf scripture in the middle. All show the luxury of the owner. The ground is a Tibetan blanket spread on a mattress. On the blanket, it also embroidered and carved a kind of pattern from Buddhist sermons. But this room is different from other hiding places that Zhang Lei has seen. It doesn't have a sofa. There are also no modern household appliances such as tea, vs. Wang Din sees Zhang Lei looking around. Just whisper not to look around. It's impolite to do so. Soon, the old Tibetan named Robber walked into the house. After greeting Meadow in Tibetan, tell Jamba, Master Jamba. Master called you over. Young Master Qianba stuck his tongue out to his grandmother. Made a face. That expression clearly said that he was going to be scolded again. His grandmother said something to him that seemed to be comforting. Young Master Qianba left the room helplessly. Not long after, I heard an old voice. He is still speaking Professor Fan Dian in clear Chinese outside the door. Jiang Bala, this kid is so rude. You didn't tell me. Keeping you waiting here for so long. Fang Dian hurriedly stood up. Answered through the door. Ah. Naruhito. Long time no see. I've been missing you terribly. Zhang Li understands in her heart. That's when Master Naruhito arrives and looks back. A slightly fat person. The spirited old man stood at the door. Master Naruhito has no beard. From the looks, Chuamukyamba and him, it's almost carved in a mold. But his face was a little wider. Very benevolent eyebrows. But there is a majesty in words. It's kind of endearing and respectable. Master Naruhito gave Professor Fan Din a hug. Then he sat on the left hand of the fire pit. Fan Din was next to him. The scientists drew Mukyamba attention and then start again. Meadow sits on the right hand, rather straight aside. Naruhito's voice is very flat. But there is always an irresistible force. He said lightly, "The person you are looking for, you see. Maybe it's God's will. Sooner or later, the Tibet will be punished by the priesthood. This was decided thousands of years ago." Professor Fang said, "Could it be that? Did Naruhito Allah predict the fate of the Tibet?" That's a very sincere question. There was no irony in it. Because Fang Din knows, for this wise man, many things are beyond the imagination of ordinary people. Master Durham said, the words that came out of the madman's mouth. John Bala roughly remembers something. Well, it's already read to me. It's all Buddhist scriptures. Demons and demons. Motionless king mantra. Okay. Fang Din also thought of those idioms that resemble songs. Maybe it's some kind of sacrificial prayer. But I didn't expect it to be the motionless king curse. 3 secret mantras for suppressing demons in Buddhist scriptures. 6 reincarnation charms. It is the highest ceremony in the Buddhist scriptures. You need enlightened monks to practice mantras with a pure mind. It's a symbol of faith and status. It's by no means a scripture that's such a lunatic and legend. But this lunatic, how could he? Professor Fan Din was puzzled. Exposed in color, Master Naruhito saw the dots in Fan Shin's heart. Explain the true identity of the Tibet. It is the guardian of Sifang Temple, caring for the last Jinan Temple. Village rituals are passed down from generation to generation. They are the only people who know the entrance to the southern temple. But the teachings are very strict. No one in the village is allowed to approach at all. Jinan Holy Temple. That motionless king curse. It is engraved on the guardian beast in front of the temple. Don't worry. But is there really a Sifang temple? According to what I know, Sifang temple is separated. The distribution is not very symmetric, and they're even further apart. It seems unlikely that they will be together. Master Naruhito smiled. Point your left hand between your eyebrows. Then seal the chest. Show that the heart is wise and accessible, and then say, now known as the Four Square Temple. It is already the later generations, according to the poetry and history of the predecessors, and the vague concept, only in the teachings of Nyingma ancient religion. It retains that title. Then came the white religion, the flower religion, etc. Therefore, it cannot be tested. It's been abandoned. And the title of the Sifang Holy Temple in Nyingma Church. The source is derived from the religion. Therefore, it is not accepted by other religions. In fact, what our ancestors called the Four Square Temple, it is the Dharma King who guides the way. At the time of the initial teaching, 4 temples left on the 4 sides of the holy mountain. They don't take east, west, north, south, but according to the Buddha's righteousness, take the fold in the swastika cycle, according to the name of scriptures. And they're called Dangra Degrakan, Benli Sang Sanskrit. And my guess is that these 4 names, it should represent Zhongshan Geji Temple in the northwest, Gasarakum Temple in the southwest, Buk in northeast China, 4 seasons in southeast Lakan, and the Goba have guarded it for generations. It is the Sifang Temple, Orthodox. Professor Fang has finished listening, more confused. He thought to myself, Guk Temple. Isn't that Shanzhi Temple? What temple is Skirikon? Where is it? He looked at Zhuanmu Qiangba. Zhuanmu Qiangba was also frowning. Apparently he is searching his memory. Even the servant named Rabba. Also the name of the temple mentioned by feel confused. This is obviously something not just Zhang Li. She is not interested in them at all. She came to hide for a short time. Historical and cultural relics in Tibetan areas. I don't know much about it. He's been watching. Follow Zhuanmu Yongba's mother, Miss Meadow. This kind. He kept looking at his tool. He kept a kind smile on his. It was a satisfied. Obvious. I am very satisfied with my current. Don't. Zhang Li can always learn from the faces of Tibet. See the shadow. Mother always worked hard in the country. That weather face. Yes, it's the same. It's full of. Mom's smile. It is also such happiness and peace. I haven't been home for 2 years. I have been waiting quietly on this cold plateau. Zhang Li knows. Mom is missing herself unforgettably in the distance. Just as I miss her. This time, Professor Fan Deng has asked the questions in his heart. Master Naruhito trimmed the edges of the Tibetan robe. Make it tidy up. Let me tell you, it's a secret. If not, I was able to memorize the Bodhi-Heart Sutra completely since I was a child, and understand him completely. I can't tell you the answer either. Fang denies. The Bodhi Sutra. It is the ancient scriptures of Nima hidden in the Potala Palace. The family heirloom of Zhuanmu Qiangba's family. Master Naruhito is sitting more upright at this time. The whole person seems more solemn. Everyone was influenced by him. The atmosphere is more solemn. Master Naruhito went on to say, this matter is related to the Great Flood. Wang Zhiaola. 3 people said at the same time. They have different expressions, but they've all guessed a little bit. Zhang Li at this time. I was also attracted by the words of Master Naruhito. Only then did I know. Original, Tibetan Buddhism experienced an extremely dark age. And Professor Fan did not at although he has heard stories about the destruction of Buddha and his origins. But not yet. Master Shadaran, tell the complete story of the reincarnation of the Ka and the destruction of the Buddha. Master Naruhito said, this matter must first start with the construction of the Sifang Temple. Dafen Wang Songs and Gampo seeks Buddha in sea for wisdom. Dispatch messengers. Pray to the Tang dynasty in Nepal at that time. And please kiss. As a gesture of friendship. Subsequently, Princess Chizan of Nepal and Princess Wenqian of the Tang dynasty entered Tibet one after another. The 2 princesses brought a large collection of Buddhist classics and all the relics related to the doctrine. And here's what's even more important. The golden statues of the Buddha at the age of 8 and 12 at that time. They also went into hiding with the princesses. Dedicated to them was later the great and small Zhao, temple. Zhang Li seems to have remembered something. Interject and say, "Oh, I remember now. That's right. I also went to the Zhaokhan temple to see the golden statue. This time," Master Naruhito said again, "according to ancient economic records, the golden statue of Buddha is a real gold entity. He was only 8 years old when he entered Tibet. When you wait for the golden statue, you need to use 18 cows to pull it. You can imagine. At the same time as such a precious golden statue. Which object? Will it be ordinary? At that time, this is already the holiest and noblest Dharma in Tibetan areas, except for the big and small Zhao temple. Build small temples. Only then can we put the items dedicated to the Buddha. And when Landama destroyed the Buddha. Also know that these temples are extraordinary temples, comparable. There are countless treasures inside. Fortunately, the monks in the temple got the news early. When Landama arrived with his troops, the offerings in the temple have long been moved elsewhere. Buried deep beneath the rock. That is the famous rock treasure. Monks in the temple. Even if he died, he would not reveal the burial location of that batch of holy relics. When Dharma was furious, set fire to the Four-Square Temple. Even Professor Fan Xin's mouth opened into a circle. What? Was burned? No. Master Naruhito nodded his head solemnly. Nice. Now the temple you see, will rebuild later. Oh. Professor Fan said. That. Then these relics. Where is it buried? Professor Wang couldn't contain the excitement in his heart. Met Master Doran. There's a pause. Ask right away. Master Doran shook his head. There is no detailed account in the scriptures. Just say it was a winter without seeing the sun rise. I can't see the sun setting in the western sky, but the middle-aged eyes. Place. That's a group of loyal believers with souls forever. Protected place. Germany. Master Ran did not mention any clues about the purple unicorn. Let Zhuan Muqiangba feel frustrated. Professor Fan Din told the old man, Peru. Surprised to find the secret involved in that madman. Not just purple unicorn. It is a huge historical and cultural treasure trove. The value it holds. It is by no means measurable by money.